你好，欢迎来到湖北 Q buffet. And for those who don't speak Chinese, this is the Amber Q Part 2, where we're going to get it back into some cloning and genetics and stuff, because that's super fun. So the related topics to this would be how the companies and actors, good or bad, are using genetic makeup and DNA and data, and how to effectively weaponize it or keep it to themselves, because if there are a bunch of cures for everything, they're just shelved because that's not what the money is. So I would always bring up stuff like the Brown Brothers Harriman Co. and their relationship to the Bush family and the Middle Eastern oil money families, and then they would invest in something called Port and Down. So they would become Emergent Biosolutions, which is a multinational specialty biopharmaceutical company headquartered in Maryland, and it develops vaccines and antibodies, therapeutics for infectious diseases, namely anthrax, but also oncology and autoimmune disorders. So AIDS, cancer, yeah, well the money is. So yeah, they've had some like controversy over the anthrax vaccine. There are its competition. Um, the heads of it will just suddenly die, like in the case of Ascendance Biomedical. You have all of the Zika stuff and people getting murdered over uh, calling it out. It's like, yo, what's this doing in the U.S.? You know, no one's paying any attention to it. The CDC guy was found dead in a river. You got Oxitec, which stands for Oxford Insect Tech, and they receive money from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation because they're all about depopulation. But anyway, that activist, and her name was Mila Demir from Key West, Florida. So she had found Zika in the U.S. because there were a bunch of people releasing genetically modified mosquitoes everywhere, and then also they'd release things to try to counteract the mosquitoes. But this would lead you to lines such as Lyme disease, because its first appearance was 1975 in the town of Lyme, Connecticut. Sheer coincidence, it's just a few miles from Long Island Sound, Plum Island, the site where they make a bunch of fun things. You gotta wonder why Google wants your DNA. They're related to 23andMe, like I think the wife of Serge or whatever, one of the founders. Um, yeah, they've got stock in that. So if they can digitize all the DNA and study and just put it into their quantum AIs and stuff, which is clearly already being done anyway, because how do you process all that information? Yeah, you really start to wonder what these transhumanists are up to, and that's the fun thing about transhumanists is they're not really even trying to stay human. They're not looking for a solid way out. They just want to live here forever, however they can. And there's so much more.